Hey yo, Nas is the best ever.
Hey yo, Eeze.
Yo, what's the deal, fam? It's your man Eeze, live from the city of brotherly love. Listen here on this morning walk. Health is wealth, movement is medicine, no matter where you are. Vacation, business trip, get that movement in. What we talking about this morning? Nas, live at the TD Pavilion in Philadelphia with the Philadelphia Orchestra. And let me tell y'all something, man. I go to many shows, I've been to many shows, support many artists. That was an epic performance. Downright epic. I have not one complaint. If you're watching this video, if you are a returning viewer or subscriber, more than likely you know Illmatic from front to back, right? And here's the thing about an album like that. Most consider it to be the greatest hip-hop album. Some people think it's the greatest album in music history, right? Because of the writing, it's like a time capsule. Production, the age in which he penned those lyrics. But when you add on things like an orchestra, fam, let me tell you something. It ain't too many people who got one of those in their discography where you can marry the initial idea with an orchestra and it takes it to the next level and it doesn't take away from the actual music or it doesn't feel less hip-hop. Not too many have that. Not too many have that. It was a great thing to witness. And on my B-Day, the crowd was absolutely diverse. It was a diverse crowd, which is a beautiful thing. I have to state that. Different ethnicities, age groups. But yo, everybody knew the music. Everybody knew the music. Everybody in there understood the assignment, man. They came out, showed love to the artists and to the people, to their peers and the people who had the show, the patrons. Like, it was just fire, man. I think TD Pavilion is probably the best venue I've ever been to, ever. With the lawn area, the way they got it set up with the bar and the trucks and food trucks and the seating arrangement to where if you sitting in the middle row, I'm gonna get back to the concert. You're sitting in the middle row, someone can literally just step forward and you can walk behind them. Like, simple things, man. I enjoyed the show. Now, here, my favorite things about the show were the orchestra as a whole, Nas's flawless execution of the lyrics. Granted, he wrote it 30 years ago. He's been performing these songs since then. But he seemed to still be excited about reciting these lyrics. You ever went to a concert and it feel like an artist is mailing it in because they kind of tired of doing these songs or they forced to do it because it's the hit record and they had to record it 15, 20 years ago just to chart? That's the beauty of it all. When you are producing organic music and it ends up being timeless, it was something that you wanted to do from the jump, so you don't have an issue living with it and making it a part of your art going forward. That's what makes Illmatic a little different from a lot of people's joints, because they got these singles they don't want to perform because they dated. That's not an issue. So to see him on that stage, in and out his pocket, transitions, putting the songs together, stories about the slang associated with the album, allowing people to have a bird's eye view of what he went through, while also speaking about the fact that life is good at this present moment. Went from Illmatic, the struggles, to where he is now. He seems to be very in tune with the band. You can tell the core 4 or 5 have been together for a while in a sense, like the drummer, the bass player. Green Lantern wasn't there. I don't know if he's still Nas DJ. It was somebody, I think it was DJ Spin or something like that. But that was fire. So the first set was all Illmatic with the orchestra, right? All Illmatic with the orchestra. He didn't go in chronological order in a sense, the way the track listing is on the album. He didn't do that. It was the way they did it. It made perfect sense. because it left room for anticipation. If you think your Memory Lane's coming on and then another song comes on, you're like, oh man. But when you finally hear that intro, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. So that was very great. Once the set was done, oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Brought Eeze out on Life's a Bee. Crowd went crazy. Good to see those brothers. We see visuals, we see pictures of them performing, but to be in the building, both of them tuxedos on or formal wear, performing hip-hop songs that people of all ethnicities understand or know the lyrics to, or can actually tell you exactly where they were when that particular song was released. And they're still excited about performing it. That is absolutely fire. That's fire. That's fire. So they went on to that. Eeze went off, finished up the set. I don't want to give too much in the sense that I don't know if they're going to keep it going. Some people may be going to a show at a future date, so I don't want to speak about too much because I'm not sure if they switch it up from city to city. But that happens. And then he goes in into his catalog. Now, I'm thinking that it's over. He gives big up to the Philadelphia Orchestra, the conductor. They go off. He talk his ish, and then he started getting into his joint, started ringing it off with the live band. What did he do? Made You Look, one mic. Even brought Eeze back out to do Sugar Hill and Affirmative Action and Phone Tap. Listen here. Once again, this crowd was so diverse. And I know hip-hop is, like NAS said, hip-hop took it to billions. I know we would, right? That means it's international. That means that it's some crossover appeal. That means that it's no longer in a box or a pocket. But to see these people jumping up in the venue, not just there because it's an orchestra, not there because they got some tickets off Groupon and it was just something to do on a Friday night. No, they actual fans of Esco, man. That joint was fire. That joint was absolutely fire. I don't have not one negative review. Everything with the interactions with everything was fire as well. So he does Sugar Hill. He goes off. Then NAS continues to get into his bag. I'm not gonna give too much away again because a lot of people are probably still going to these shows, and I hate to be that guy that's giving out the track or set list, even though it's on YouTube. But if it's on YouTube, that's something you're actively going to see. I don't want to be the spoiler, right? But I must say, I am highly, highly grateful to have witnessed that. Shout out to the fam for making that happen on my B-Day. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that one of the best parts of the show, in my estimation, would have to be the fact that, with the exception of Eeze coming on stage, Esco held it down for Dolo. There were no hype men. There were no DJ was emphasizing or doubling his vocals. It was just him working the stage, looking and seeming comfortable, and putting on an epic performance, man. So that's all I'm gonna speak about concerning it, because like I stated, I don't want to be a spoiler. But if you can, and if you are into live instrumentation, if you're into quality music, if you're into life-changing music, go check out NAS, man, with an orchestra performing Illmatic. It was fire. Absolutely fire. Shout out to the whole city of Philly. Absolutely beautiful city. Cultured, good folks, good food, good vibes. And signing off, about to finish up this walk. Hope y'all doing well. Go get your Gia.
Hey, yo, Eeze.